What's good people, it's Nazo, and in today's video, I'm going to simplify and show you how to master Infernus in just 3 minutes. Before we get started, I think this character is actually very easy and you will grasp it relatively quickly. Once you gain the advantage in lane, this can quickly transition into a lead. And with this lead, you can actually farm jungle camps quicker and rotate to fights and just become really fed really quickly. But before I continue, let me show you my build and what I rock and what I've been successful with. Here's the build I've currently been using. It's more centered around gun damage, which is actually meta right now. I have seen some decent success with it, but if you feel more comfortable with a build that you're already using, just keep on using it. Moving on to abilities, Napalm, your first ability, you simply throw out oil in front of you. Enemies encased in this oil will be slowed and take additional damage. Your second ability, Flame Dash, this is your mobile ability where you dash and leave a path of flames behind you. Anyone caught in the flames will take damage over time for a few seconds. Your third ability, Afterburn. This is a passive status effect that you can apply to the enemy, which will build up once enough damage is done to them from either your primary fire or your abilities. Once built up, the enemy will take damage over time. Your fourth ability, Concussive Combustion. This is your ultimate ability, where upon activation, you will explode after a few seconds. Enemies hit by the explosion are stunned and take a bit of damage. Moving on to quick tips. Don't worry, I won't drag this out too long, but please do try to remember, as these will help you out massively. So, the first one being, apply Napalm, your first ability, whenever you can, as the enemy will always take more damage when they're encased in it, and will always favor you in fights. Secondly, remember that you can combo your ultimate ability with your Flame Dash. Suppress your ultimate ability, then use your Flame Dash to run at them. Flame Dash is a very decent poking ability in laning phase, but when you do it, try to do it safely, like run in and do a U-turn, because remember, if you try to do it aggressive, you will be a sitting duck as it is your only mobile ability. For my fourth point, remember this, you're actually able to spray your oil, the first ability, whilst dashing, and you can reload whilst dashing. So the ideal scenario would be to empty your full clip into the enemy, then use your dash to run over them. But as you approach them, use your first ability, throw the oil out so they take more damage. And by the time the dash ends, you will have a full clip to spray them again. My final tip is that remember that your ultimate ability is unstoppable. And what I mean by this is that there is nothing that can stop you from making it go off once you press it. So never be afraid of it ever being cancelled, because once you press it, it's going to go off no matter what. The laning phase for Infernus is fairly simple. All you need to do is try to shoot mostly from behind cover and prioritize applying burn to all the minions, as it will help with clearing the wave before your opponent. And you want to do this because it will give you space and allow you to actually apply pressure to the enemy whilst they're still clearing the wave. Also, try to remember to do jungle camps in between waves, as your primary goal is to farm like crazy and get ahead as much as you can. To help clear these jungle camps, remember you can actually use your dash and run in a circle. Speed is everything when it comes to farming, and that's pretty much all there is to it. For the laning phase, it's pretty simple. Just play safe, farm, and get ahead. So for the rest of the game, what you should do after laning phase is just stick to the lane, honestly. I want you to farm as much as you can, because if you're able to out-farm your opponent, you'll obviously be stronger. Ideally, I actually want you to reach 20k souls, because this is where you will reach an insane power spike. And with this power spike, you can either, back up your teammates in other lanes, or just continue to push waves in the lane that you're in to try and take their walker if you haven't already, or maybe even towers beyond that. Personally, I'd suggest just backing up your team, honestly. Like whether it's taking guardians or walkers, or even going to mid boss, just try and back your team up and help them with objectives, and maybe even force fights, take an urn, or tell somebody on your team to take an urn and force a fight at the urn drop-off location, Can split push to help your team by pushing a separate lane, as the enemy team will usually try to send somebody back, or someone will retreat to try and stop you. Usually it's more than one person, and at that point, your team has the advantage fighting over any objective that they're currently fighting over. Again, whether it's a walker, guardian, or maybe even mid-boss. But you have to be careful though, because if you die numerous times, you can say goodbye to your lead. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say about Infernus. He's a very simple character and is very easy to grasp as well. And I also want to say apologies if I have missed out anything vital. If you feel like I have, or anyone that's a Turnus or high ranking, just please comment below anything that might help. And yeah, man, that's pretty much all I have to say. Remember, just farm. Like, your goal should just be to speed run to 21k and be ahead of everybody else. And as soon as you are at 21k or 20k, then that's when you can start like wreaking havoc on the map. You know what I mean? So try to get to 21k as fast as you can. And even if players are matching your soul level, just try to still farm like crazy. You know, want to stick to a lane, do all the jungle camps, just do everything you can to farm in the sinners camps, lanes, whatever. I know I keep repeating it because that's how important it is to get ahead and get fed. And once you do that, you can start helping your team all over the map. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay blessed.